So today on Project Shop, we're going to be testing out our custom-made tongs that we made to remove and pour molten metal. We have our custom ingot maker. We're going to make a massive ingot. Now, just for perspective, where's my? This is the mold that came with our kit. These are the ingots that I made. This is an 8-pound ingot that was sent to me by Sculler Metals. Thanks for that. And that fits down in here with some room. So this is definitely going to be like a 10-pounder or so copper. Tonight we're going to be melting some aluminum that I recovered from some LED lights. So we're going to do this out front here on the ground. And I have a whole bucket here of these aluminum chips. Those were heat sink fins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the crucible with them. We're going to get this thing burning. Hopefully we got enough fuel between these two tanks. I know I wasted a lot of gas on them couple attempts of melting. Hopefully with the aluminum, I'm not going to need the forced induction, but we'll see how it goes. And hopefully we'll have a big old aluminum ingot. The only thing I don't have for tonight is a big spoon to scoop out the stuff. We're gonna have to either make something, or I'm just gonna have to put an extension on that spoon that I have. And then everybody was suggesting I make something to stir the material with. So over here in my steel rack, I think a lot of people suggested stainless steel. I have this stainless rod, okay, solid rod. I mean, we got some big stainless. Hopefully we'll be making some products. And I do have a 10-foot stick of titanium, which we're not gonna stick that into the furnace because, interestingly enough, titanium is actually explosive. So, which we're actually gonna be doing a video on, you know, because I'm a pyro, and stuff I found out about titanium and the manufacturing process that goes along with it, and the cautions of manufacturing and machining titanium. It's very interesting stuff. We will be doing experiments. We will be setting stuff on fire. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this out, probably this one, and we'll cut like a 2-foot section off, put a kink in it, and use that for a stirring stick. And then as for the spoon, I don't know where my spoon went. We're gonna have to find something something new for that. So I'm gonna get that thing set up, and we're gonna start melting some aluminum. Okay, so I was having an issue with this thing like fluttering, and I looked down in that tube and the flame was actually coming back into the tube. So I first put the oxygen valve thing back on there. I really don't think that made a difference. And then I moved this thing around. There's no way to really clock that, but I got it in a position now where we got a nice flame coming out of there. I'm heating up the molds right now. I'm gonna actually use, I think we're melting. I'm gonna open this up real quick. Did cut a real deal stainless rod, put a hook on it so I can get in there and stir. So let's shut this down for a second. Hear that noise that thing just made? That's what this thing was doing. I'm going to take this off. Oh, look at that. That aluminum is doing something. Oh yeah, look, it's molten. All right, so get that off of there. Okay, so that's funny how that made that red hot. We're gonna throw a couple more of these chips in there. Woo! Oh, that's toxic. Some toxic paint there. Let me put my gloves on to do this. Yeah, it has some powder coating on it. That's a clean piece there. It's a thick piece. See if we can't maneuver that around. The aluminum melts pretty easy. It's that copper that didn't want to melt. Look at all that toxic smoke going in my shop. So I probably should do this out back, but my truck is like right by the door. Can't load this up a little more. This is probably going to take a couple times, right? We need a bigger setup. But this is getting our foot in the door. Turn the gas back on. Oh, my poor shop. Yeah, this stuff stinks. So we're just gonna let that melt down. I'm gonna probably fill that thing up. Let that thing fill up pretty good. So that I want to fill this this thing here. I want to get this full, and then maybe enough to fill that little one right there. But we didn't have to put forced induction on it. So I think getting that thing centered and straight is key. But we're definitely going to have to up our game. And I had a bunch of calls on the incinerator over there, but people talk, but nobody actually wants to come over and show up with some cash. So I think what I'm going to do this weekend, bring it over here, bring some 220 out to it, fire it up, see what it does. Now I was reading the brochure, and it said, I thought it said 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It says 1,000 degrees Celsius, which is, I think, close enough to aluminum melting temperatures. There was an aluminum can in there melted. But I think with some tweaks, we can probably bump those numbers up to get into the copper melting category. If anything, we'll inject some, something with it. But we're going to be messing with that thing. I'm going to recover all the stuff out of it and repurpose it, because, I'm just tired of answering questions and dealing with people online that aren't really wanting to buy nothing. That's why I hate trying to sell shit. I don't know if that's going to come in on camera, but that's the moon over there. It is absolutely huge. I wish I could zoom in. It's crazy how big that is. Let's go check on Steve. He's over here putting the tranny in his truck. How you making out, Steve?
Not worth a damn.
Huh?
Not worth a damn.
Not worth a damn?
Not really. I've got this flywheel. I can't seem to hit it right. I keep missing my damn.
Is your transmission aligned straight?
Oh, it ain't that. It's I got 4 bolts, and there's only one way they're going to go on.
Oh.
I keep missing them just by a half a bolt. Fucking Chevy shit. Man, they always gotta put shit in the game.
Yeah, man, that's why you gotta get a Ford, dude.
And that's going to solve my problem.
Okay, so unfortunately I slacked off and I did not get the proper spoon. So we're going to use the little spoon I already have. I'm going to set this down. We're going to pull off some slag real quick. Woo! Looks like there's a lot. Safety glasses on. And we're going to put a glove on. This stuff. Oh. Man, there's a lot of bull crap. Oh man. Oh, that glove's getting hot. So, I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more. It's looking good. We got a lot in there. Let's add a couple more of these chunks. That's a big chunk. Oh, and there's the fire. Wow, that was kind of crazy. I'm gonna use these tongs and stay back because that was looking like it wanted to explode. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. I don't want to overfill the crucible here. Stuff is just melting right down in there. Fire this back up. Let that melt. We'll clean that stuff. And then we're going to use our new tools and pour our first ingot. Put this up there. Let that get super hot. Let this get warm just in case we got some overflow. Wow, look at that stuff, man. Oh, it's still soft. So what do you do with this stuff here? Send it to the scrapyard? Remelt it? Is there anything worth that? Remelting wise? Still kind of molten. We'll let that harden up a little bit. That's a lot of slag, man. But that aluminum's melting pretty quick, which is pretty cool. We're gonna get this down pat and we're gonna be busting out some awesome stuff over here. So this particular ingot we're gonna use as a test bed to put on the milling machine to get a perfect ingot, something we can run a dial indicator across and it not move. And then I'm going to work on one more thing, because we're going to step it up a notch and have some of the coolest ingots. That stuff is melting pretty quick. Yeah, I'm kind of stoked about this. Okay. Here we go. Ooh-wee. Those worked really good. Now we're gonna these. Oh, it took it all. Wow. I wonder if that's oil burning off in there. Oh, you know what? This whole thing is on a slant this way. Our ingot's gonna be funny. Oh, it took it all. Wow. I wonder if that's oil burning off in there. Oh, you know what? This whole thing is on a slant this way. Our ingot's gonna be funny. All right, I'm gonna put this back in so it cools. Shoot. All right, so now we know we need more. But hey, those tongs worked actually really nice. Those were kind of tight getting in there, but overall it worked great. We got a little bit of fire coming out, which is probably cutting oil, or I'm not sure. I almost want to poke that. See if, oh, it's still soft, kind of solidifying, soft in the middle. We'll let that melt. Yeah, it's definitely got a slant to it because this whole outside thing is on a slant. Something we're gonna have to work on, but that is a giant aluminum ingot. I'm really stoked to see what it looks like, how smooth the other side is. Definitely going to need a bigger system. It didn't even fill up that. We're going to let that cool off and then flip it over and see if we can you know, see what we got. I want to see how much that thing weighed, and then we're going to work on getting that thing on the milling machine. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see if this thing falls right out of here. It did have some shrinkage. Oh yeah, it fell.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Dag, look at that thing.
I like it. It's sharp.
Dude.
Nice and sharp.
Heck yeah.
Mill the top of it off and you're good to go.
No, we got to mill the bottom. Look at
Polish
it.
it up.
Let's bring it inside and look at this. This thing is super hot still.
How do we prevent it from being black like that?
So there must have been oil or something in that, even though I heated it.
Yeah.
But we did get some nice sharp edges. I like that. We don't have all that globby looking stuff. Oh. But unfortunately, since our driveway is on an angle, the whole freaking thing is on that angle. Look at that, man. That's some bull crap.
We're gonna mill it.
Yeah, we're gonna mill this down. By the time we mill that high spot up here, because we have to get down to this low spot here, we'll get it perfect. But I'm gonna have to.
You want to pour some more on it?
No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You'd have to remelt the whole thing. But overall, look how nice that looks, man.
Did you bang on it?
I didn't do nothing. I just poured it in there. And immediately when I was pouring it, that big mold sucked up so much stuff, it was like not even enough. Like I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, but those are a nice size.
Yeah, and look how much slag I pulled off, dude.
I've seen that.
This is
a lot. That's paint, dirt, garbage.
I mean, that's it. Some of that was probably.
It's a slag.
It's still warm.
They would have taken that off at the foundry. Also.
Look, that's a nice
shiny.
glob.
Yeah,
That's a nice glob there.
that's that crap that the cast. That's a dirty shit.
Yeah, that's what it was all this.
Yeah, that's some dirty crap.
Oh, look, there's metal on there. Huh. I have to take that off.
Bore it.
So I might fire this back up. I don't know how much fuel we got left. But the tongs and the extractor thingy worked freaking amazing, dude. Yeah, it worked really good. But that ingot maker is just a beast. I don't know, we're gonna have to fill this thing to the top.
Which one did you use? The little one or the medium?
What? For what?
The crucible.
The medium one. The big one won't fit in here.
Was it full?
No, after I scooped that off, I should have put more in there and filled it all the way up.
It was hot. It wouldn't have taken nothing to melt some more.
Yeah. Once it got hot, it was melting quick.
Fire it up, man.
You want to melt some more stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm almost done here.
All right, we're going to make another ingot then. We're going to see if we can't get a full one this time. Okay, I filled this thing back up, and we already pulled out. We got a ton of slag here. I'm going to put my gloves on. We're actually going to pour it over here on this slab this time because last time we poured it down here it was on an angle. So we're going to get... Where'd you go, Steve?
I want to melt some glass.
Go. Well, I don't think we got that kind of temperature. Go put those two things on that slab over there. Yeah, be careful.
You want this here?
Yeah.
And you want this over there too?
Yep, just in case. I don't know if we're going to need that, but...
You done with this stuff on here?
Yeah, I'm going to turn that off.
Alright. I got the lid.
Okay, that's off.
When you're ready, when you are, man.
Wow, look at that. Here,
Nice. That's hot.
just set that on the ground. Hold this. Okay.
That is hot. I like that.
What is that bubble in there?
I don't know.
Let me
get it.
Yeah, let me get that off of there. It's like a little skim. That looks really nice. All right, here we go. Custom tongs. We got slight clearance issue. Me too.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, come on, go. Almost. I knew we should have filled it out a little bit more. Let me see those,
Look at that.
let me see that. This one goes back in there so it cools. Alright, we're getting better.
Can I dip my finger in there?
Go ahead, dum-dum.
Hey, what was that singer's name? He dipped his foot in that lava.
Really?
Yeah,
A singer?
yeah. The redheaded guy.
I don't know. Well, we almost filled this out. So
That's perfect.
if I would have filled that, if I would have put a couple more chunks in there, we could have got a full ingot. So it's going to take literally a full crucible to fill these up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
a lot.
Yeah, but you know what you need. Perfect.
Yeah, that's crazy. I got that right. So
Fill that
I
bowl.
can't even make I wanted to make a bigger one. I'm not going to have enough. We're going to either have to get two of these things or get a much bigger one and run that big crucible.
Yeah.
So we'll let that cool down and then let's see.
That big one?
That's still warm, man.
Yeah.
But look at them nice sharp edges. Except for down here, something happened there. I might have dropped that. But
you know how you can get the top of this right, build a lid for it and mill it to fit, and when it's molten, sit it in there and let it come out the edges. You'll have a nice, perfect.
we're gonna mill it anyway, so it don't matter. I think no matter what we do, it's gonna get shrinkage.
I tapped on it to try and get the bubbles or whatever down there
Yeah,
out of it.
we'll figure it out.
That's
Look
fine.
how much that thing sunk down on this.
This one's sinking. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
See it? There she goes.
Wow. It's like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
That's Chinese leather, brother.
Look at that little stubby thumb.
Is it cooled off yet?
I don't think that's hot.
That's still warm, man. We just hosed it down.
It's got water in it, so I'm gonna.
Go ahead, just flip it over.
I'm gonna say she's done.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Put it up over here, man.
I wanted to see.
How's
I
our
think
edges?
it's-
That's still steaming.
Yeah.
Dag, look how nice that looks, dude.
Yeah, I tapped on it. I think we should do that. It still had some air in it down here.
Yeah.
Little bit. I don't know what that
Oh
was.
no, that might be an imperfection in the.
I don't think so. It wasn't in the other one, is it?
We didn't get that high. Look at the difference. We're
Oh,
getting
yeah,
better
yeah.
by the ingot.
We didn't get that high. I'll look at the thing.
Dude, you know how heavy that's going to be when we pour a copper one that big?
No, it's still hot as crap.
Look at that.
But
What
look
is
how
that?
nice and sharp it is. That's me not tapping it enough. There, it's right down in there. Here's some more.
Well, overall, I think it came out freaking awesome looking.
It did. Way better than this one. See, it cleaned up. So that was some oil in the dye, and
Yeah.
it's gone now.
So we need to figure out how to get rid of these.
Tap on it.
Well,
Put it on a vibrating table when you pour it. It's just this little vibration.
we got little issues. Yeah, I'm still going to have to mill this, man. But, I mean, even if I was
The
just...
next one will be perfect.
I think our molds...
Melt this one back down.
No, man, we're going to mill
That
it.
ain't no good. Look at that. It'll be tiny when we're done with it.
Who cares?
Let's melt it down and make another one, another big boy.
Okay.
It'll only take a minute.
Okay, well, there you have it. That was 2 pours really quick. We got a lot of slag. The new ingot maker did really good. I'm really stoked about how well they came out. Got a ton of slag. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that stuff. Yeah, we'll probably just send it to the scrap yard. I do need to spoon the stainless steel rod to stir the stuff. Worked really good. The custom puller worked good, although it was kind of tight sticking it down in there, but it worked great. And then these big old things here, the tongs, worked really good. And even though I made all that to replace that, that still worked really good for moving like the lid off and moving the thing. So I'm still going to keep that in the arsenal of metal melting tools. But so far we have I'm gonna have to get all that aluminum off of there. We have a bunch of stuff. We're gathering up a good variety of things, and we're just gonna keep moving forward with this, man. We're gonna make better molds. We're gonna get a better melter so we can melt bigger stuff, pour bigger ingots, and then we're gonna get into some custom stuff. And we will put this on the milling machine, clean this up, make it look beautiful. I mean, it already looks really nice. Man, what a nice... We've got to figure out how to get rid of this pitting, man. I think we can eliminate a lot of that if... what I didn't do with this thing here, which I should have done, I might be able to still do it. is actually mill the surface. All these surfaces should have been milled before I put this thing together. And this one, I'm definitely gonna put a handle on this. But overall, for my first ingot maker, I think I did a really good job. A couple things I'm gonna do. One is when I mill this flat next time, I'm gonna mill a recess on the inside so that this inner lip doesn't get damaged. If I flip it over and drop it on the ground, this outside lip will take the brunt of it. Definitely putting a handle on this thing's gonna help, and milling the inside. So yeah, the next one's gonna be awesome, because I literally see the pattern in here. I can see where it got its marks from, but that ain't nothing the mill won't take out. I know a lot of people put this on like a sander and sand it, but we're just gonna machine it. I want to be able to run my dial indicator across this and have it perfect. I'm wondering how good that is now. I mean, that looks amazing. I mean, there's a little indent. Matter of fact, that little indent right there, I know where that's at in here. It's like a hammer mark or something, and I want it to kind of maybe weld it up.
Yeah, weld it up and drive it down.
Yeah. Oh, it's still kind of warm. And then whatever happened there. So I didn't inspect the mold after doing the first one. I probably should have made sure it was really clean. It just could have been something in there. But overall, man, that thing looks awesome. I love the sharp corners. It's definitely what I was going for. And hey, that's my third, fourth ingot. So it's only gonna get better. Let's go put these up against my other ones. Okay, so this one here was the 8-pound copper one from Sculler Metals. That's a beast of an ingot right there. And then this was my first ingot. This was my first attempt at melting. That was a complete failure. I'm still gonna cut that in half. Copper. So this is my first ingot. My second ingot was copper. My third ingot. And my fourth ingot. They're getting bigger and better. Look how nice that looks, man. Heck yeah. I'm super stoked about that. That is freaking awesome. So, like I said, I need to make some custom jaws, or figure a way. I'm gonna have to make some angle blocks that are 45s that I can put in the, let me grab this one because it's cold. So I think what I'm gonna do is make, I'm gonna mill something on this angle, so when I set this in here, it'll just hold it at that angle, and then that'll be perfectly flat, and then I can run it, flip it, run it, and then I can take the angle out, and when I put it like this, oh, I guess I'll have to keep it in there. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to clamp this so that I can just, Steve was suggesting that it'd be better if I don't move the head of the mill once we kind of tram it in. We don't want to be messing with that as little as possible. It's better to have our blocks on this end, something where we can just quickly move this around and face this off, you know. That side's going to be easy. The one side that I'm still, I don't know how we're going to do, is how we're going to clamp this with the taper and face the top. I mean, I could see us doing it half at a time, but I want to be able to do the top in one pass with like a fly cutter. But how do you clamp this? Because everything's on a taper. Very interesting. I mean, I could cut a dovetail down in here, get a little clamp to hold it, mill that, and then I'd have to come back and mill that off. Let me know what you guys think about that. So we're gonna cut it off here and clean up and get a game plan on, you know, we're gonna melt the copper one next. So tomorrow I think I'm almost out of gas. The regulator looked like it was slowing down. I'm going to get a new tank of gas. I'm going to round up some copper, and we're going to make a giant copper ingot. By the looks of that, it's a little bit wider on the base, okay? But being that it's tapered, it's going to lose some. Sorry, I'm scratching up my ingot. It's going to lose a little on the taper, but look how deep it is. It's going to make, I'm figuring we can get a 10-pound copper ingot, no problem out of that. So, yeah. I wonder how much this aluminum one weighs. Let's get the scale. All right, I want to figure out how much my original ones. So my first ingot ever weighed half a pound, basically, 0.55. That one weighs 1.76. This guy said this was 8 pounds. Let's just check it. I've never actually weighed it. 7.93. I think I had an issue with this scale, so I don't know how accurate it really is. 7.93. Oh yeah, pretty much 8 pounds. And then that's 4.29 pounds of aluminum. Where'd that other one go? .8 pounds. So literally that ingot, 2.8. This ingot here weighs so much more. 4.29. Yeah. So basically, milled down, we're gonna have 4-pound ingots out of that thing. And then if we wanted, I mean, even if we did a half a pour with that same mold and had 2-pound bars, man, that thing looks so good. Okay, well, there you have it. Our first monster bars, well, not monster, but pretty big. Look at that big indentation there. That's from when I was poking it. Anyway, if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because we're gonna melt a big old copper bar next, and see if we can get a 10-pound machined bar out of it. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen your copper dancing before?